What's good? We back. It's the Boston Lincoln Moore talking about Mayweather Promotions, the past, the present, the future of sports and entertainment. Sound good, don't it? Couple guys knocked off this list. Actual Theo Payne no longer a Mayweather fighter. Luis Arias no longer a Mayweather fighter. You know, some of these guys I never seen a day in my fucking life fighting in a boxing ring. But some of these guys are the same fighters that's talking bad about Floyd Mayweather. And should Mayweather just ditch Mayweather Promotions and just, just continue to do him, because the perception is, and maybe the reality is, that he ain't even running the company. It's Leonard Ellerbe that's doing the day-to-day stuff. And Leonard Ellerbe say, well, all these title shots these guys getting, it's because of Floyd. And like I said before, you don't see no other black fighter speaking bad about none of these other white, Mexican, European promoters at all. And the reason you may not see people speak bad on Bob Arum, because he makes them sign a confidentiality agreement where you can't say shit bad about him. So maybe Floyd should go that route. But I think it's best for Floyd to let these guys go. Let the company go. If you ain't gonna be all the way in with Mayweather Promotions and do the day-to-day work, you want to travel all around the world and not pay no attention to the fighters, it's time to go. It's time to let it go. And I think it was a bad idea to begin with. Oscar De La Hoya, he was the first fighter, I believe, to go out there and start his promotional company. Good shit. He's still, on the rise or whatever. But for Floyd, he didn't do what Oscar did, was surround himself with Richard Schaefer at the time, which was a smart individual, man, Swiss banker. And he taught him, he taught him the business, and Richard Schaefer taught Oscar the financials and the business side of it, okay? For Mayweather, he got Al Heyman, but Heyman got a billion other fighters. He can't be worried about Mayweather Promotions, and Mayweather did offer to extend the lead for Richard Schaefer to come and work at Mayweather Promotions, but Richard Schaefer, he did his own thing. So it was best that he did team up with Richard Schaefer and do Mayweather Promotions, and they did their own thing, but it didn't work out that way. So I just don't think Floyd, it don't fit him. At this point in his career, it's too much about him. Well, this is how I did it, or I did it this way. Motherfuckers don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear what you did and what you had and how you did it, but how can I do it? How can you help me do it? I don't want to hear you say I did nothing. What do you think Jalen Ludd should do? What you think Mickey Bay should do? What you think Andrew Tabiti should do? What you think Badu Jack should do? And Badu Jack threw him under the bus saying maybe the refs don't like Floyd or something. That just kicked him right down in this situation. Because he damn if he do, damn if he don't. He come to these shows and these interviewers want to ask him interviews about his career. It ain't his fault. But at the end of the day, he rubbing shoulders with these guys as on a friendship level. And you can't miss that business with that pleasure, with that friendship. Because once you tell one of these guys, no, you front of my house, you front of my car, okay, that's cool. You front them that, and they ain't did shit yet. But when they do shit, that's cool. And they want to take the money that they making and trick off and just think Floyd gonna save them. No, he ain't y'all. Y'all ain't Floyd woman. He give you that shit right now, but you got to maintain your lifestyle by fighting and dedicating yourself to the sport. A lot of these guys think they got it easy because they with Floyd. They think they above some guys. You know what I'm saying? That's like walking around with the football team with a varsity jacket. You think you a part of something. You think you the real deal Holyfield, when actuality you ain't nothing but another nigga out here that's boxing. Or you ain't nothing but another fighter. Okay? So if I'm Floyd, I let this shit go, man. I know it's a money maker, so I just gotta find somewhere else to make some money, because for one, he not attracting the best talent. Now he got the kid out of Jersey, Dial Price, I think his name. He got Richard Hitchison. He got two young fighters as well. But at the end of the day, they damaging Mayweather promotional name so bad, bro. And that's the reason why Bob had make them sign a confidentiality agreement where they can't say nothing bad about Top Rank. If I'm him, I just let it go, man. It's too much stressing, and the fighters that you got, they really ain't shit. Tabiti and Badu Jack is pretty good, but everybody else besides Dylan Price and Richard Hitchens and some of the other young fighters, like I said, if he not gonna be hands on with this shit, man, because whatever happened, and a lot of these guys are speaking bad about Leonard Ellerbe. Cortez Bay was on Boxing Ego. Shout out to Boxing Ego one time for the one time. Saying there's every man for themselves. And all these guys got a story and something negative to say about Floyd. But when they signed with Floyd, it was like coming to America when he was at the Knicks game or the St. John's game, wherever it was, MSG. And the guy said, "I just so happy to meet you. Let me take a picture with you." Everybody smiling, take a picture with Floyd, and it's all good at first. And somewhere around the line, all these guys got sour faces and shit, hating on Floyd, got something bad to say. I heard Cortez Bay said Richard Schaefer, I'm not Richard Schaefer, but Leonard Ellerby ain't shit. He ain't shit. I can't stand that motherfucker. I'm glad Broner said what he said when he said that. At the end of the day, a lot of these guys are sour, dog, that these dudes ain't handing them nothing or it ain't going the way they predicted. But at the end of the day, if you got the talent, you gonna bubble. If you don't, you don't. A lot of these fighters don't have no top tier talent. If Floyd won't fuck with him, well, no other top promoter be fucking with him. They'll be still fighting in their little hometown, backyard, boxing, brawling room, man. None of these dudes really got, a lot of these dudes, I ain't gonna say none of them ain't got no world championship level talent, man. A lot of them dudes on PBC, on Mayweather Promotions, man, them motherfuckers they would never touch TV at no point in time. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. A lot of these dudes riding this man coattail, and as soon as he do something you don't like, as soon as he don't give you something, as soon as he don't answer your call and say, you know, get the fuck on and some shit like that, you want to turn your back on him. Like I said, tell me any other promoter that would have stuck with Badu Jack after he got iced. Nigga would have swept his ass up and released his ass. Nobody would have stuck with him and kept giving him opportunities. You know, Axel Theopan, tell me another promoter that would have put him in there with Broner, dog. Would have got him a Broner fight with that sorry-ass resume and them sorry-ass skills he got. Tell me another guy would have kept putting Ishe Smith on TV, man, even when people didn't want to see that motherfucker. Tell me somebody who still would be fucking with Jalen Love after he done got caught cheating and then got knocked out and half-assed in the sport. Tell me somebody who would just keep that motherfucker around. Tell me somebody who got Mickey Bay a title shot versus Miguel Vasquez and helped him get the decision. You know, tell me another promoter that would have got Ishe Smith a title or Mickey Bay. Tell me another promoter who put Ladarius Memphis Miller on, man. Homie ain't that good. You know, tell me somebody who put him on TV. Come on. Chris Pearson. Come on, tell me somebody who would have dared to even align themselves with a guy like Chris Pearson. You know, let's keep it real. These motherfuckers ain't good. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't good, man. And Floyd still put them on and gave them an opportunity to feed their family and stuff like that. And when shit don't go the right way, he tell you go get a job. You should go get a job. Because you ain't got the talent. He being honest with you. And if I was him, I'd drop Mayweather Promotions. But I understand if you don't. It's a way of money. It's another income. It's a tax write-off. It's something. But I just had to start off from scratch just with the young guys, Dylan Price and Richard Hitchens. And I'll just get rid of everybody else. And I'll keep Andrew Tabiti. And that's it. We gone.